Gemini and Capricorn sexual and intimacy compatibility. There are certain activities that don't require many words, and in Capricorn's humble opinion sex is one of them. Then Gemini comes along and starts explaining each position, the interesting overview on Kama Sutra and the beauty of outdoor sex. It is almost unbearable to watch these partners with their completely different philosophies while they try to maneuver their sex life. In order for Capricorn to experiment in sex, their partner needs to manage to really relax them and open their mind. With Gemini, they feel like taking care of a child heading for trouble, getting naked wherever they feel like it. Although this is not actually the case, this is how it may seem to Capricorn, reliant on traditional values and always taking responsibility for their actions. In most cases, they will hardly even be attracted to one another. If they become sexual partners, there is a big chance that Gemini will find their Capricorn partner uncreative and stiff, while Capricorn would think of Gemini as too unconventional. The strangest thing in this combination of the signs is in the fact they will both probably consider each other boring. Yes, everyone would say Capricorn can be boring and Gemini is so interesting and fun, but actually, the lack of focus and deep feelings Gemini partner usually suffers from, is a huge turn-off for Capricorn. All things considered, these two are not actually the best sexual partners among the zodiac signs, but could make a meeting point in a relationship with enough boundaries and enough creativity of both partners. Gemini and Capricorn trust. A typical Capricorn representative will not be easily tricked. Gemini partner can have a tendency to flirt a lot and to consider a light adultery normal. This is thinking of a crazy person in the opinion of a Capricorn, and there are no levels of adultery in their world. What's clear is clear. Still, because of Capricorn's trust equation that makes their life easy, they will tend to trust their Gemini. Actually, they will trust their own interpretation of what Gemini says. Capricorn always goes one step deeper than others, and Gemini rarely puts that much thought into their alibis. This is why Capricorn will read them with so much ease, probably knowing exactly where they've been and what they are dishonest about. Gemini, on the other hand, will find Capricorn so square and by the book, that they won't even doubt their faithfulness and honesty, even if they have something to hide. Gemini and Capricorn communication and intellect. It is safe to say that Gemini can talk to anyone and settle any issue by communicating. Unfortunately, this doesn't mean a lot to a Capricorn when they recognize the lack of essence in the things their partner says. However, they will still have a lot to talk about because there is always that serious side to Gemini in one of their personalities that will have a thing or two to share with a strict and sometimes difficult Capricorn. It is a good thing that Gemini are interested in literally everything that exists in the world and outside of it. So if nothing else works, they can always talk about space stations, diamond stars, and other galaxies. Capricorn is interested in things that have deep, hidden meaning, looking at them as equations that should be solved and admiring problem solvers. They could spend their life in this strange analysis that is not so much focused on details as maybe Virgos would be, but on the bridge between different worlds. Capricorn is fascinated by the before and after logic behind every little thing, and this is where Gemini can help them set a list to investigate. If they are at peace and don't look at each other as stupid, distant, or boring, they could help one another build a better understanding for the world. Capricorn's steady, secure nature could teach Gemini how to make schedules and organize their thoughts and their actions, giving them a chance to move each thought a step further. In return, Gemini's childish approach to life can be something wonderful for Capricorn to incorporate in their life in order to be happier. Gemini and Capricorn emotions. Ruled by Mercury and Saturn, both signs are not that emotional, but the real problem is in the fact that they usually don't even spark some emotions in one another. Although both of them can have relationships with other not-so-emotional signs in which they feel awakened with their partner, when they are with each other, they can be immune to each other's charm. There is just not that much to connect them, and mostly their emotional relationship comes down to Gemini's dark thoughts and Capricorn's emotional distance. Gemini and Capricorn values. Gemini truly values information in any form and shape, someone's ability to talk beautifully, to creatively use their hands and to implement ideas with a higher purpose. Capricorn values stability, punctuality, and plain honesty. Although they will both be dazzled by the independence of their partner, the rest of their worlds rarely coincide that much. Gemini and Capricorn shared activities. They would both walk a lot, that's true, but the divergence of their motives is almost unbelievable. Capricorn is a sign of useful things, and they will want to have useful activity, whatever it may be. If they do go for a walk, they will want to do this in order to get from point A to point B, or to have a healthier lifestyle. When Gemini walks, they never know where they'll end up. They might have started their route on the way to the supermarket, but one telephone call later, they are already in their car, heading to a different city. It is a good thing that Gemini always wants to learn new things and Capricorn likes routine and dedication, so they have a strong base for constructive studying and problem solving. However, in most cases, their roads go in different directions. Summary: Gemini and Capricorn partners are a very strange fit. Although they are both looking for things the other person has, they don't seem to recognize them in each other. While Gemini needs someone to ground them and give them depth, when they look at Capricorn, they see someone old, unmovable, and boring. Capricorn needs joy and relaxation in their life, but Gemini seems like a ball of uncontrollable, superficial opinions heading nowhere. In truth, they could have a valuable experience being together, sharing their different lives day after day. They might even find out that they actually work well together and have the ability to reach any goal that they think of.